Motorcycles usually evolve in small steps: more speed, better handling, sharper design. But Kawasaki just skipped all of that and built something that looks like it escaped from a sci-fi movie. Meet CORLEO, a hydrogen-powered robotic machine that doesn't use wheels at all. Instead, it walks. 4 robotic legs move independently while the rider sits on top like a motorcycle from the future. And the craziest part? Kawasaki actually revealed this as a real concept machine. At first glance, CORLEO looks more like a mechanical animal than a vehicle. The front legs flex like a predator preparing to jump. The rear suspension bends almost like muscle. And instead of rolling over rough terrain, the machine adapts to it step by step. Every leg can react independently to rocks, slopes, and uneven ground. Meaning, this thing could theoretically travel through terrain that normal motorcycles struggle to survive on. No tires spinning in mud. No suspension bottoming out. Just robotic movement constantly adjusting in real time. And visually, it's honestly one of the most futuristic machines Kawasaki has ever shown. The rider controls it similarly to a motorcycle, leaning and shifting weight while the robotic frame responds underneath them. But instead of engine vibration and spinning wheels, you're riding on moving robotic limbs. That alone feels completely unreal. Now add the fact that it's powered using hydrogen technology. Instead of relying completely on traditional gasoline systems, the concept focuses on cleaner, futuristic energy while still maintaining mechanical power, which makes the entire machine feel less like transportation and more like the beginning of a new category entirely. Because CORLEO doesn't really fit into existing labels. It's not exactly a motorcycle, not exactly a robot, not exactly an off-road vehicle. It's something in between all of them, and that's exactly why people are paying attention to it. The visuals alone are enough to stop scrolling instantly, especially when you see the legs moving naturally while supporting the rider's weight. For a split second, your brain almost rejects what it's looking at. Because humans are used to vehicles rolling, not walking, and definitely not carrying riders while doing it. But projects like this reveal something important about where transportation might eventually go. Future machines may stop looking mechanical in the traditional sense. Instead of rigid movement, engineers are starting to mimic biology itself. Animals already solved movement over rough terrain millions of years ago. So now robotics companies are beginning to copy nature instead of fighting against it. That's why machines like CORLEO feel so strange. It moves more like a creature than a machine. And honestly, that might be the future. Especially for military exploration, extreme terrain travel, rescue missions, or environments where wheels simply fail. Imagine robotic vehicles climbing disaster zones, crossing rocky mountain terrain, or navigating environments too dangerous for traditional transportation. Suddenly, this weird robotic horse starts looking a lot less ridiculous and a lot more practical. Even if CORLEO never becomes a mass-produced vehicle, the technology behind it matters. Because concepts like this push robotics forward. And once giant companies start experimenting publicly with machines like these, you know the future is getting close. The line between vehicle, robot, and machine is starting to disappear. And Kawasaki may have just shown one of the strangest previews of that future yet.